down, calm down.
You cannot hide. The zombies, they're running amok.
And you watch it 28 days later again. I told you not to watch that stuff, man. It's gonna give you nightmares.
No, Bucket, this is for real. This is for real.
Yeah.
We need to run
Whatever.
around.
Whatever, dude.
Buckets, we need to go. We need to go. Buckets, come on. Buckets. Buckets, it's the oil. The old oil in the bikes and lawnmowers. He's turning people into zombies. You get it in the bloodstream. And it
Bear,
turns
that's
into a
only happens
zombie.
in
We
England.
need to go. Buckets. Buckets, we need to go.
You know what, Bear?
Come on.
I see the door hit you in the butt as you go out the door. I don't have time for your nonsense. Get out before I give you a zombie sandwich.
Ooh. I don't know if it's worse, you or the zombies. Ooh.
I can't believe it. Holy buckets. What an imagination. Huh. Hey guys, welcome back to Bucket's Garage. Glad to see you guys. Another Sunday. Right now it's Friday for me. But hey, what do you think, guys? Honda EU2000 generator. Yes, just picked it up from the scrapyard find. The Amish guy told me that it doesn't generate power no more. I just put gas in it and trying to pull start it. It doesn't want to start. But we're going to find out what's wrong with it. Maybe change something, anything. See if we can get it to work. Kind of cool. They are very expensive units. I actually own 2 of these myself. Now I own 3. One that doesn't work. So let's see if it's an inverter power. If the board's bad, we'll see if the wiring's bad. Probably going to have to get it running because that's on. It's on choke. So let's get some chemical juice in this thing. Let's get this video started, guys. Yeah! Honda generator! Yeah! Now, if you've never taken one of these apart and you want to know how to take it apart, either like a Phillips screwdriver or a flathead will actually take off the cover here where the choke part is. This cover will come off and that's where everything is at. Your choke, carburetor, the dream come true. And right here, we're going to take this off. This is your air cleaner. Same thing, flathead or Phillips. Oh, wow, that hasn't been running a while. Good thing it didn't start. Ooh, boy. Look at that. Check that out. That just crumbles. It's the way the old cookie crumbles. Oof, nasty. A little oily in there too. That one ain't so hot either. Boy, am I glad it didn't start. Now also, if you want to check your oil, if you want to know where the oil is, this is where you check your oil on level ground. Whoa. Got it way overfull on oil. Making a mess here. For Pete's sakes. But it does have a little tray here. So if you do get oil spilling out like that, it spills out to the front instead of inside the engine, even though the inside of this engine looks pretty dirty. All right, let's get some chemical juice here. All right, chemical juice. Excuse my mess, guys. It's been a busy, busy, busy month. I tell you. And then when I get a chance, I do clean. Now, spray up here, up near the top. All right, that's on. Well, that's not good. I'm going to go ahead and pull this cover off here. These two 8mm and one, I think that's an 8 or a 10. So let's get this air cleaner off so I can go directly into it. Let's try this. I know I better put a screw on there. Gonna put a little spacer. Here's my spacer. Little 9mm socket. Just to hold it back for a moment. Finger tight should be just fine. I'm gonna open the choke. There's some. Well, there we go. Maybe turn the choke back on. You know, I did a quick peek around there, guys, and it looked like the green light came on. Let's do that again. Use the footage so I could see. Well, guys, it's running right now. What kind of video is this? It runs. And it works. Doesn't run real good. Sounds like the carburetor needs cleaning, but okay. I guess it's generating power. Why he said it wasn't generating power, I don't know. All right, guys. I guess this will be a video for let's clean out a carburetor on a Honda generator. Make sure your fuel's off. First thing you're going to want to do is move your air thing out of the way. It needs a new hose. Look at how bad this hose is. That's just for the vent. You want to take this off here. So we'll take this, bring it back. I'm going to grab behind it with my wire cutters. Just pry it back like that. Some gas is going to come out. A lot. Now, you got to remember, this will have wires connected to it. So be very careful. Don't pull too hard, because you got to find out where the harness is on here. It's going down. I don't know if you can see. Now, your wire harness is coming down here. So your wiring harness is coming down here. Now you could break this loose. Just lift up your little tabs here. Like that. Kind of like Jaws. Not the Jaws of life though. Now you bring this, follow it down. Goes to this harness here. So you don't want to take this wire tie off right there. I'm just going to do this. Oh no, I cut the wire tie. Why did I do that? I'm trying to save time. Now, this actually runs all the way here. And I pulled it out. See that? Now, it's running all the way back up. Now, there's another one of those clips. Get under there with the screwdriver. If you can. Probably a smaller screwdriver would probably help a lot more better than this. And then I'll pull them apart. All right, that one's off. Now, if you notice, your harness for the carburetor connects into the board. Right over to there. Which, if you have tiny little fingers, if you carefully go in here, you can pull this out carefully. I know why you really shouldn't, but if you can get your hand in there to do it, my big mitts ain't gonna fit in there. So I'm trying my best to get that out. It's even got a little corrosion on there. I have to clean that up a little bit. Now that we got the wire off, this hose and this hose should be, they go down to the bottom in case it drains, in case you flip it over. And this one here is the same way. And there's your carburetor. Now, if the gas is kind of loose, you're going to want to pick it off, but yeah, that one's not going to come off easily. I think I'll leave them on. So let's take the bottom of this bowl off and see what it looks like on the inside. All right, let's check this out. Now, the bottom of this bowl is a 10 millimeter. It never looks promising when you see white on the threads like that. And the truth will be told. Hey, not too bad, but there's some water in there. Look at that. Water and gook. More white junk in there from the water sitting in it. Probably ethanol gas. All right. Tell you what, guys, I'm going to go ahead and take this carburetor in. I'm going to clean it out. Take the jets out of here. Take this jet out. The float's working fine, but I want to clean this jet and then the other jet that's inside. Check how nasty that is. You definitely always want to pull that if you are cleaning the carburetor because all those little holes can get clogged up. All right, I'm going to go in and put in my sonic cleaner with the super clean. And put this carburetor back together. See how it runs after that. All right, guys, I got the carburetor back on. Got all the hoses back on. Got that little mixed up there. Yeah, pinching it. There we go. Then we got that on. Hoses. There should be another hose here for a drip hose, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm going to have to take some of this oil out of here. That's too much oil. It could foam up in there and just make a mess. If you guys wondered about this, you take the old part of this out, just pull it all the way out, take a new one, run it through the little slot, run it all the way around, and then voila, there you go. You can retie your wires again. And then you got to plug it back way up in there again. If you got small hands or near nose. Now, remember too, you're going to want to use a chemical juice to get this going for a little bit, because it pumps the gas up and into the carburetor. So you're going to be running dry at the moment until that gas flows up in here and it gets into the carburetor. And now we're just going to try to start it now. Let's see how it runs. I'm going to get this oil drained, and then we'll start it up and see how well it runs after that. Guys, look how much oil was in that thing. Way too much oil. Yeah, I'm probably doing an oil change on it. It just looks too dark to me. A little watery. So, yeah, change this oil as well. Maybe maybe it's got gas in it. Doesn't smell like it, but just in case, let's put some fresh stuff in there. This is dry. So I just want to squirt some chemical juice in there. Turn your fuel on. Make sure your gas cap's on. It's going to take a couple times. Do about a half choke. There it goes. Man, it's running pretty nice too. Uh-oh. Yeah, I didn't think that float was gonna last. All right, we're gonna have to take care of that float. All right, I threw it all back together. Got the cover back on, air cleaner, got a new filter in it. Did change the oil. We started the once. We'll start it again with the new. I got to put a new needle valve in it because, in fact, the original one was plastic and the new one I got was metal. I like that better, but why didn't they put a metal one in the beginning? So, contact. Nope, not doing that. Runs beautiful. Love it. I know, guys, it wasn't much of a video because, to be honest with you, I'm going to show you something. This is what I was going to do. Honestly, I had another part for it. I had a Honda. I had a whole nother, I saved this a long time ago. It came from one that was all ripped apart. I mean, they cut the wires all off and everything, but the electronics might be good. I don't know, but hey, I was going to use this on here, but I don't need to now because this works. So, and now I'll put it back in the archives. Put it back on the shelf. Carburetor clean now. Anyway, hey guys, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah. And thank you for joining me for Bucket's Garage. I really appreciate it, guys. I know this wasn't much of a video, but hey, it goes. But I'm going to get ready for Portland, Indiana, and Mid-Ohio. I got bikes to work on. We'll talk to you guys again next Sunday. See ya.
I forgot to ask you, Buckets. Is it wing night tonight? Buckets? 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 Are you alright?
Little bonus footage, guys. We noticed when I was editing this video, you could hear people talking when he had this generator running. So I'm like curious if it's picking up a frequency, you know, like AM frequency, because it's a inverter generator with all electronics. It's picking up the atmosphere. So I'm going to start it. Let's just see if we can hear it. See if you guys can hear it. I'm going to run high and low. This is just for fun. Let's see if that works. It's kind of neat. Camera Girl and I were like, yeah, there's voices. We're hearing voices. By the way, if you notice on my page, it says 4316. I like that 316. You know what 316, John 316 is, don't you? All right. Now, guys, from my human ear, I can't hear nothing. But I think between that and the frequency of that combined, you might be able to hear something. So we're going to check this footage out and see if it's on there. So, yeah, we did hear it. So, and we know what section the area it was. This is neat. Camera Girl, we're just fascinated. I hope you guys are fascinated. But hey, you could just end the video if you're just bored of this. All right, guys, so leave in the comments. You guys, if you heard or you can understand whatever that radio frequency is or that voice, leave in the comments. Leave what you think you heard, because we can't hear it unless we're watching the video. All right, guys, have a good night. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next weekend. Thank you for watching Buckets Garage. Take care.